Hi, Roger. How's it going?
I'm Archie. It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you.
Good.
Just finished with all these projects at home, so ready to sit down and relax a little bit with you.
You've been busy.
A busy morning.
Same here.
So, Roger, let's share a little bit about what type of work you do and how it's helpful in this time period or in any time period, but right now.
Any time period, yes.
Yeah.
Particularly now, I do remote energy work and energy coaching. I work with the universal divine or spiritual field and universal codes. Um, all,
Can you
all,
explain what, could you take a second and explain what that is? Like universal codes, what does that mean? What does that mean to you?
those are codes. Codes are like little software programs. They're like little energy streams that initiate processes in us, like letting go of deep fear or trust or clearing of certain energies. They're just little energy streams that initiate shifts within us, deeper understandings, this that kind of thing. Everybody works with them all day. I mean, they're nothing special. I'm just trained to work with them during sessions. So if a person needs a specific code during a session, I'll be shown that, guided to offer that code to them. Perhaps it's really cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
So the work that I do, it's all done. The person's alone in their home. I'm in my own home. I connect energetically after opening a space within the universal field, and I invite a person's energy into that field, where they would be exposed to, say, love and unconditionality, perhaps faster frequency energies. Instructions are sent out that contain an invocation, which initiates, upon reading, initiates some of the energies we would work with during a session. They're specific to each type of different modality. And so when a person starts the work, they're often, there might be a lot of emotional release when they're exposed to the faster frequencies. But over time, when these emotions and stuff are cleared, a person remembers that these energies are within their heart. So they begin to be able to connect more and more with that. And it initiates a person's self-healing, or their own self-healing abilities, once again, you know what I
mean? Yeah. So through these sessions, if someone is going through, let's say, anxiety, right? What are some practical tips you'd give them other than just your session for them to do, maybe on a daily basis, or when they're starting to, the anxiety code is coming in for them,
Well, usually anxiety or related fears are from projecting. We're often picturing something in our minds that probably won't happen, but it's usually the worst outcome. So what we want to do often is just take some breaths, breathe into our center, and release anything we can that's not serving us, but pull ourselves back into the moment, out of the thoughts of what may happen, things like this. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. You can go out and walk in nature, play with your dogs, or think of a good time. It's just to initiate some peaceful energies to begin with. And then,
so while I'm driving the car and everyone's racing in front of me, just a few deep breaths, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Driving is a great example, of our state, how we react within traffic, because it's usually totally out of our control. So a lot of our, inner things get triggered, and it's easy to get off on someone cutting us off or not giving us right away, perhaps. But after a while, say the more you're in your heart, the more you can allow these things just to happen, right? So you want to measure where you're at, go out in traffic, and see how well you would just allow things, how well you can go with the flow.
Yeah.
You
I
can
know
find a
another.
lot of people. It's kind of like a pinball game. Just you know, if you can just flow with it, and there's times too when, you know, if you believe in guidance and all that, we may be slowed down intentionally,
Mhm.
you know, to avoid something else, or
Yes.
and everybody's in their own space, so you just got to allow things and not react to it.
So I know another little thing that works for me in those situations is listening to classical music while I'm in the car. You know, if things start to get a little crazy in traffic or something, that seems to work to calm me down also with the breathing. Yeah.
It's very important, right?
Yeah.
The work that I do, that we do, is based on not the fact that everything is energy. So, you know, the music, your environment, that's all energy also. So what you expose yourself to is very important. Classical music is, there's not really judgment in it or anything compared to a lot of music out there, you know. It can really get you fired up, and a lot of it fries me right out. I don't do well with some music, but there are a lot of types that are very peaceful, and they'll take you right to your center. So that's important. Yeah, and good point. Yeah.
That's a really good. I want to thank you for the tips today, because I know that most of us always drive, and some of us drive in traffic, right?
Yes.
And how intense that could be, and that's a really practical way of really learning how a practical tool that we can use in our day-to-day life, that in itself, once we start practicing it, expands out into other areas of our lives, right?
Yes. Everything you can learn within traffic, you can apply to your entire day. Yes.
Absolutely.
Just like
Roger, I am. Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Roger, I'm so grateful you took the time to share your work with us and your anxiety tip for the week. And I'm looking forward to our next tip. So blessings,
Thank
and
you.
I'll talk to you soon.
I've enjoyed this very much. Thank you for the invite, and have a great day.